Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Boys Play D&D as they descend ever further into Avernus. Last session, we started up with them just finishing off shopping at the Wandering Emporium, buying magic items with soul coins from Mahadi, after which the boys headed to Aldrak's grave. Again, Jail guiding the group on his devil's ride, this time made it in the direction he wanted to go. They approached the grave and found just a gigantic sword and helmet laying on the plains amidst various scattered bones. Searching around, kind of awestruck at the scale of the creature that would have wielded this blade and wore this helmet, they approached the mouth of the helmet, and out of which emanated a resounding voice trying to intimidate the party away. However, they pushed in and found that it was just a tiny little malnourished spine devil using the echoing helmet to reverberate his voice. They found that he was quite insane and talking to himself, but either way, they tried to bargain with him and found out that this is indeed the cursed form of Aldrak, who had been cursed by Tiamat to take this form. And the only way to break the curse was to spill dragon blood, a near impossibility trapped in this current body. They convinced Aldrak to come with them and seek out dragons, and that they would help him kill a dragon if once the curse was broken, he would give them some of his blood. He agreed and retrieved a orb of dragon kind from the pommel of his gigantic sword, and they set off to find dragons. And the insane little devil somehow knew his way around Avernus pretty well, because somehow the group got across the river Styx without even noticing and made it to Archon's tower, where they spotted some dragon figures flying in the sky. They decided that they would try to park the main force kind of out of eyesight of the tower, while Kilvius and a disguised tiny dragonborn Gerbeck approached the tower to try and negotiate. As they approached the tower, the dragon noticed them and came to rest atop the tower as a imposing looking portal came out of the tower's doors, being followed by a number of ghouls. And that's where we left off last session. So we've got Kilvius and Gerbeck. You guys are in front of this force, this overwhelming force in the adult white dragon and the evil-looking portal figure with the undead as they come out onto the plains in front of the tower here, or not plains, but this plateau.
I'm gonna play my spoons as we're walking up. Nice little tune, nice little traveling tune.
Okay. Gerbeck, are you doing anything here?
Hello. That's what Gerbeck's doing.
All right. The turtle kind of like cocks his head questioningly. Hello. Who are you and what are you doing here?
Well, I'm Gerbeck. This is my friend Kilvius, and we're looking for a red dragonborn. We were told he lives here.
Why do you seek this red dragonborn?
Well, There's a
We
This-
have some stuff, and we heard he's a man that makes some trades.
Well, that is frustratingly vague. Details, please. What are you doing here? Don't waste my time.
Have you heard of the city that's getting pulled into the river Styx?
Ah, yes, I've heard this. It is quite inconsequential to our business.
Well, we're trying to save it, 'cause we're the heroes of this story.
Well, how noble of you. What does that have to do with me?
Um, well, long story short, we need blood.
Curious. What manner of blood would bring you all the way out here?
Dragon. Dragon blood.
Ah, I could have guessed. How do you propose to get this dragon blood?
Well, along the way, we met a friend who we also thought might have blood. And he has an orb, a magical orb that he's willing to trade.
I don't know if turtles really have eyebrows, but his cocks. This orb. Describe it.
It's very purple. Purple? Was it purple?
I
think so.
believe it was.
It's very purple. He didn't tell me the name of it, but he said you could use it to summon dragons.
He kind of like strokes his chin for a moment in thought. Um, Sorry, just checking out my notes here. Oh, the orb is definitely scarlet, so red.
It's scarlet, not purple. My memory failed me.
And you have this orb in your possession? Show it to me.
Well, we didn't bring it up to the tower with us.
I guess this is wise, seeing as how you have such a meager force to hide your only bargaining chip.
I don't think I'd even describe us as a force, if I'm honest.
Well, I figure that for you to approach as you are, you're either more than meets the eye or quite insane.
Gerbeck,
Desperate.
waves his
Desperate.
hands. Yeah, I think my friend put it the most appropriate.
Well, if this orb is as you say, bring it to me, and we can perhaps make a deal.
Well, I say we go get it.
Our friend was very reluctant to come up to the tower. Could we meet elsewhere? Maybe with less scary dragons around?
No. Bring it here. Stop wasting my time.
All right. It's nice meeting you.
And he just turns away, like doesn't even bid you goodbye, and walks back into the tower, and the doors like slowly close behind him as he walks into the darkness and fades from view.
As soon as the doors close, Gerbuck lets out the most, anxious sigh you've ever heard.
So I will point out that the dragon is still very much perched on the tower and eyeing you guys.
I'm gonna wave
It
and
doesn't
walk
seem
away.
to acknowledge you even exist, besides that it's staring at you. All
I'm gonna
right.
start backing. Yeah, just start walking away.
Okay. So you guys start making your way down the winding switchbacks from this mountainous plateau back to the plains of Avernus. And as you guys do, you hear behind you the dragon starts to take flight, and it is kind of flying in concentric circles above you, kind of keeping pace with you guys. Um, as you guys travel back to the rest of the group, I will have Gerbeck roll a Constitution saving throw. All right, you're good. You do not need to drink any extra water from this exertion. And eventually, you guys make it back to where the rest of the group had hastily hidden the infernal war machines. This entire time, the dragon has been flying in circles above your heads.
How well was it hidden? Not at all?
Um, it wasn't great. I mean, with how far you were from the tower, it's not likely that stuff was going to really be looking over there anyway. But yeah, it wasn't really hidden that well.
Alright. So, anybody looking at Gerbeck walk up, he is visibly sweatier.
Well, we didn't die.
Good news.
So, all of you at the vehicles here, you would have noticed the dragon flying in ever closer and closer circular pattern to you long before you saw Kilvius and Gerbeck approaching on the plains.
I see you
But
guys
yeah,
brought a friend with you.
Yeah.
Very angry-looking friend. Accidents happen.
Well, he's a friend either way. I don't actually know that, but I don't know what to do with the dragon, so I'll consider him a friend.
I think at this point it just goes where it pleases, so just don't piss it off.
Well, he was perched above the tower looking at us when we were there. So yeah, anyways, we
I think they're waiting for us to bring the orb back. I think he's making sure of that.
Should we drive up then, or let you two go it alone again?
So he told us that he's potentially interested in making a trade, but would like to see the orb. I don't think us going back up alone would be the smartest idea, because then they could just take it.
Fair point.
Oh, we met another turtle, by the way. I thought that was interesting. Yeah, I expected red dragonborn and found evil black turtle, so that's a thing.
I just look at Karush, who's sleeping. Does he have a brother too?
Well, this one had a spiky shell.
Well, all right then. Perhaps we should. I look at Aldrak. Perhaps we should hide the orb on one of the vehicles, I'll use minor illusion to make like a replica of it, kind of in my hand, and just go. I can show them what it looks like, so they don't actually have to touch it. But in case they do try something sketchy, we at least have it hidden away.
We could stuff it in the bag of holding too, for real this time.
Mm-hmm.
That way it's close by.
Oh, what if I hide in the vehicle with it?
That works too.
Yeah, I don't got anything against that.
So, what do you
So I
think
was
happens
creating
then
a
when we
fake one.
walk
Is that
up
what I was
there?
doing?
What was that?
All
called?
right.
What you guys wanted me to create a fake one?
No. I used minor illusion to like
Oh, okay.
just basically make an illusion of it, so I could be like, oh, here's what it looks like.
Okay,
Okay.
what were you
yeah, that
saying,
works.
Mitch?
Well, don't you think he's gonna be pissed off if we walk up there and waste his time even more?
Yeah, he was a very impatient person.
Well, are we driving up there, or are we all just walking?
Was the
I'd
plan
say
to trade
drive.
it? Just straight up trade it for what?
We were gonna try to trade it for Tiamat's blood.
Did we actually? You just said dragon blood, though. You didn't. You weren't specific.
Yeah, I was not specific.
But
that
if we
was
trade
our
this
plan.
for Tiamat's blood, how does that help?
Well,
I mean, we just need normal dragon blood. We don't
if
really
we get
need
Tiamat's blood, we could just tell Uldrax to fuck off and use it. Or
I'm-
Uldrax could spill the blood, and it might work. Depending on how vague his riddle curse is.
Oh yeah, I guess. If it's just regular blood, it might not work. So I think he said that previously, didn't he?
He told us that he thinks this might work.
Hmm.
But he also doesn't actually know.
So in that case, we should make sure we get Tiamat's, then we're for sure know it's gonna work or not.
I have
We
a
should definitely
feeling-
try to.
Yeah. I have a feeling the orb is not going to be enough to trade for that, though. We probably have to offer up some other shit.
Well, that's a good thing we don't have any. We got a squid man.
I mean, we have random magic items too. I'm guessing
We
if
have
he's
quite a
got
few
Tiamat's
slow
blood, he's probably not going to want to give it up for for not a lot of stuff.
Only one way to find out.
True.
But if things do go terribly wrong and there, Kilvius can't teleport everyone out.
I can teleport myself out. I'm just kidding.
I can, if someone wants to stay close to me, I can cast fly on the two of us, and we can.
Can we outfly a dragon?
I don't.
Well, I
know.
mean,
I
if we're just
hopefully won't
trying
have to find out.
we don't need to instantly go to fighting. We could just try and make a deal. If it goes south, we just get the fuck out.
Yes, that's what I'm referring to. How do we effectively get the fuck out? Dimension door down to the vehicles, fly down to the vehicles.
Well, we can get our vehicles a bit closer, can we not?
Yeah, but I still don't know how close we can get them.
Well, whatever we're doing, we should hurry up, because this guy does not like waiting. He was even annoyed.
Dragons start to scare us.
Could we have been driving like half speed while we were having that conversation? If everyone wants to drive up, that is.
Well, you could have been driving, but not all of you would have been able to participate in the same conversation, being in different vehicles. Unless you're all like yelling at each other, I guess. Windows rolled down.
I could use message to relay information. It would be kind of a weird game of telephone, but
Well, I mean, if we were all driving all the vehicles, I'd be by myself. I'd be the only one. And sit with jail. everybody else would be in the one demon grinder.
So
Well, I could drive the scavenger too. And bring everybody. I don't need the AC that much anymore.
Hmm.
Well, we might as well. Fuck. I kind of feel like we should all go together, honestly.
Yeah, I would definitely agree.
Part of the ship, part of the crew.
True.
Good thing we told him we're extremely desperate.
Yep. Maybe he's
No,
more
no, we
likely to
just
make
told
the
him-
deal.
Yeah.
Oh
Andrew.
yeah.
Oh, we could have sent not Gerbeck, who even said he was just going to be blatantly honest on the way.
I mean, it did offer to come.
All right, so not too much longer passes, and you guys are at the base of the ascent up to the plateau with the tower. Quickly realizing that there's no way you're getting a demon grinder or a scavenger up here. It would take some very carefully maneuvering to get a devil's ride up these switchbacks. So that could be something that you guys chance, but it's going to take some very careful driving.
How far up is it?
It ascends about like 300 to 400 feet
Mm.
of just kind of switching back paths.
I trust Dale's driving.
What are we gonna do? Just drive one vehicle up there?
Yeah, then you got an escape plan.
What?
Drive it
I
right
can't
off
really
the
just
cliff.
peel out down this thing. Well, we're gonna have to leave all the vehicles here.
You mean you're going to have to leave me here? Says Aldrax, cowering with his orb.
Yeah, you'll probably stay behind.
Is somebody going to protect me?
Well, you could come with us.
They're just trying to get you killed. Don't do it. I don't think I should. It looks dangerous up there.
It's probably pretty dangerous down here by yourself, too.
I point to the dragon flying above our heads.
If I leave the vehicle, he can see me.
Or you could just kill him and get your body back.
We could. Yeah. Should I use it? And he looks at the orb of dragonkind.
No.
There's an interesting thought.
That thought should leave.
I will remind you that there is a second dragon, at least, near us.
If things start going bad, we could use the Orb of Dragonkind to call all dragons within 4 miles to the point, and then just run away. See what happens.
Potentially.
At least we'll die causing some chaos.
So are Octavius and Krush just like gone, or are they just hanging out by the vehicles?
They're just hanging out. I mean, they're aptly listening to the conversation, but not really giving you guys any input.
They can protect them.
Just what I was thinking.
Yep, they just both nod.
Alright then.
The only thing I'll point out is that if he does want to make the trade and we're, tell him, well, 1 sec, we gotta walk another kilometer, he'll be pretty upset.
Well, Kilvius could get down here very quickly and back up very quickly as well.
True.
Not to wait too long.
I guess you can fly.
Also that.
All right. Well, I got no other concerns.
Well, let's tempt fate, shall we? And I'll start.
Sounds
Walking.
good to me.
All right. So the group of you start off on the switchbacks up the plateau here, and as you get to the top and you see the tower before you, the white dragon once again settles to roost on the tower, and again, as if signaled by the dragon somehow, the doors to the tower swing open, and out marches the imposing looking turtle and his undead entourage.
Hello.
I
We're
see
back.
there are more of you now.
Yes, hello.
Hello.
They were all sitting down protecting our stuff before, but we brought them this time. My friend Sereth over here can show you what the orb looks like.
I'll use
Yes.
minor illusion and recreate the orb.
The turtle looks to the illusory orb. Actually, anybody that would be studying his expression can roll insight.
Nice. Oh.
Oh!
Oh my god. Oh, thank God, Gerbeck.
I've never seen that happen
Oh
before.
my god, I gotta update the fail counter 3 times.
Yeah. All
That's
right.
a lot of failure.
Yeah. So most of you, the turtle's expression is completely unreadable. He looks very stoic as he looks upon the illusion. But Gerbeck, you notice that there is a faint flicker of recognition followed by awe before he quickly covers up his emotions.
Did he notice his total boner?
No.
Did he hear the ding?
This is a neat trick, but where is the orb itself?
Well, we'll provide it once a deal's been reached.
Well, assuming this is actually in your possession, Archon will be very eager to see it. I will send word to him. Stay here. As he turns and again enters into the tower, the white dragon continues to eye down the group. And after a brief moment, you guys see a smaller black dragon depart from the tower and fly to the north.
Which direction are our vehicles parked?
To the west.
Okay.
Does anybody here speak or read and write Draconic?
Nope.
Nope.
Nay.
Logan
Right,
probably
so-
fucking does.
Of course he would.
Nah. I think Logan metagamed the crap out of this and also picked Abyssal and
Mhm.
Infernal.
Yeah, I don't even know comprehend languages.
He does not know Draconic.
All right.
I've heard Draconic and Gnomish are sent from like the same root language, so
Get every second word right.
All right. So none of you really know what is carved on the turtle's shell. And just to remind people, this is what he looks like. Let's see.
I've had it open on stream since we started. Boy, is he greasy.
Yeah. So
I kind of want to fight
that's
him just to see what he can do.
I don't think we want to fight him.
so you guys were given no indication of what to do as he left. So what are you doing currently under the eye of the white dragon?
How high up in the air is he?
I would say the tower is like a couple stories tall.
I'm not going to take my eyes off him. I'm going to watch him and watch for any sort of descent upon his part.
Okay. What are the rest of you doing? Just kind of chilling here until.
Till he comes back, probably.
Yep, just being cautious of my surroundings, as cautious
Uh,
as I currently
Actually,
am.
Divine Sense.
Yes, you can use divine sense. You do sense a bunch of undead with about the tower, and actually looking at the tower, you can see that its ramparts and battlements are actually manned by zombies and skeletons.
The place is not desecrated.
The place is not desecrated, no. No more desecrated than any of hell is, I guess.
I'll keep my eyes on the vehicles, make sure no one tries to steal them or start rummaging through them or anything like that.
All right. So, after not too long, the black dragon form appears and flies back into the tower and descends into the tower from the top. But nothing else happens at that time. The white dragon continues to stare at you guys. And after a while, Sareth, you do see figures approaching the base of the plateau. They, however, seem to ignore the vehicles and start up on the switchbacks.
Now is the time I wish I had that spyglass. Can I tell how many of what kind of size, like medium?
You see a couple large creatures and a medium creature.
Is a spyglass a magical item?
It is
Nope.
not.
But it does cost 1,000 gold for some reason.
Because they're hard to make.
Yes.
That would be the reason why I can't create one.
There we go.
You know,
All right.
I've
I'll let
never really
everyone know.
thought we were over our heads. But boy, is this close.
Right. As the figures approach steadily, coming up the switchbacks, Sareth, you see that one is a very large creature that looks like a bipedal bull. In fact, you've seen the skeleton of one of these before.
Oh.
This
Okay.
appears to be a minotaur. It is flanked by a creature that looks to have the body of a lion, but wings sprouting out of its back and a barbed tail. And leading the way is an imposing red dragonborn wearing plate armor, wielding a wicked-looking axe. And you notice that one of his hands gives off a green mist, and it appears to be every once in a while curling in pain.
If this isn't the Red Dragonborn, we have some very nasty looking company. I mean, even if it is, we have some very nasty looking company.
So you guys see him approaching now as he ascends the plateau and off of the switchbacks, flanked
God,
by. Here's his buddy. And the monstrous creature.
If these guys kill us, I won't even be mad.
Like, yeah, we kind of had it coming.
There we go. A lot greasier than I described.
I'd say.
It looks like a character Logan would make.
True.
So this trio approaches as the doors to the tower open and the turtle and his undead entourage approach. So now you guys are surrounded. You have these three on one side and the turtle and his forces on the other, and a dragon peering down at you.
Hello.
We've got them right where they want us, boys.
True.
Cruel tells me that you have an artifact I would be very interested in. This
Sarith?
is coming from the Red Dragonborn.
Yes, it looks like this, and I'll use minor illusion again.
Is this indeed an orb of dragonkind?
We've been told.
Mm-hmm.
And I
We're
told that
hoping-
you're willing to trade this.
Yes, we've heard through some reliable sources that you're in possession of some of Tiamat's blood. We are hoping to trade this for that blood.
Well, your source of information is surprisingly accurate. I didn't know that the secret had gotten out. But yes, I am in possession of a reliquary of Tiamat's blood. Now, before I agree to anything, I want to know more of why you're here. What do you intend to do with this blood?
Well, do you see the city that's floating above the river Styx?
I've heard of it, yes.
We're trying to save the city.
And how does this blood help you accomplish such goals?
Well, we need to find Belle. And the one way we know how to do it is to scry to find Belle.
In order to do so, we need blood from a very powerful creature. And
thus, here we are.
yes,
Well, you couldn't have picked more powerful blood if you tried. But this plan seems rather shoddy.
At best.
Yes, we're not saying it's a good plan.
Why would the former Lord of Avernus deign to help you,
Well,
even if you did find him?
Well, part of saving Elturel is also
acquiring Zariel's sword.
yes, we believe she could be redeemed if we were to find this artifact. And that seems like something Bell would want, since he was usurped from Lord of this plane.
You guys can all roll insight checks.
Initiative.
Oh no!
I
Oh, I almost clicked initiative.
I'm gonna flash a genius mind.
Oh!
So 18 for Gerbeck.
All right. So Gerbeck would be the only one to notice that at the mention of the sword of Zariel, Arkan gave a kind of momentary flicker of recognition and intrigue.
Hmm.
Yeah, so
Oh,
we're not really from here, if you didn't figure that one out yet. But we've this is the best plan we've got.
And what do you intend to do with the sword once you've acquired it?
I didn't take notes then.
Just from what I recall, we thought we could redeem Zariel.
And then
And then she
Zariel
could
could
save
save Elturel? Yeah, that sounds
Yeah,
right.
something like that.
He's asking like how we redeem her. Like, do we stab her with it, or give it to her,
Uh,
or throw it in the river?
Well, so the redemption idea has come solely to you from Lulu. So I'll just refresh your guys' memory. Lulu believes that once you find the sword, it would have enough of her celestial essence that it could bring that back out and redeem her.
I tell him that.
And he thinks on it a moment. This is quite the plan. It's very risky. You cannot guarantee that the sword will perform as you think. It could be that she is too far gone. I
Definitely-
propose another plan. The sword could be very useful to me. I will make this trade if, when you acquire the sword, you come to me first.
What do you need the sword for?
Yeah.
Well, I believe that the sword could be used to free my goddess.
Huh.
I take it Tiamat is who you're referring.
That is her, yes.
Wait.
Gerbeck's eyes just go like big as he kind of looks down.
Once freed, I'm sure she'd be very amenable, and she is certainly powerful enough to bring the city back to the material plane.
And
I would Gerbeck know anything about Tiamat other than what Oldrax told me?
I believe you guys nailed some religion checks last session to recall what you knew about Tiamat. So Jail and Krush anyway would have relayed information about Tiamat.
Well, what do you guys think? It's a bit more of a concrete plan than the current one.
And Tiamat will free the city.
I've been in communion with her. She desires nothing but to be free of her chains. If you were to be the vessels that granted this wish of hers, she would do anything that you desire.
Do I believe him?
Yeah.
You can all roll insight checks again.
Finally! I woke up from a nap.
Not Surzex.
So, in your brief dealings with Arcan here, he's been pretty straightforward with you guys. He hasn't tried to hide anything. Even telling you that his goal was to free Tiamat with the sword. And you understand Tiamat's nature as a lawful evil god, that they would be somewhat bound by their word.
Well, I'd say this is a better plan than anything we had.
Yeah, I think so.
Certainly has a lot more muscle behind it.
Well, if it'll save Eltrail, I'm in.
Aye.
Yeah, I'm in.
We're all in agreement then. As he kind of meets each of you in turn, meets your eyes as he scans the group.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah. How close
Sounds
are we to him?
I mean, he would have stayed kind of a healthy distance back. He'd be about 40 to 50 feet away from you. He's been in a melee fight or two and knows kind of the safe distance you'd stand from a group of combatants, that they wouldn't be able to immediately get to you.
So he's out of handshake distance, what you're saying.
Oh yeah.
Should we
Yeah,
shake on it?
How about you just produce the orb? We can set it in each other's hands as we make the trade.
Alright, Kilvius.
I'm gonna start walking back towards one of the machines, or the machines, I guess. And do they care that I'm walking, or are they kind of annoyed?
They look a little bit annoyed as you start to approach them, because you'd have to walk by these three to get down to the vehicles.
I will dimension door.
All right, so you just kind of take a few steps towards them, and they kind of like crease their brows a little bit, giving you a kind of a glare, and then just poof, you're down at the vehicles.
Nice. And I'm
Sweet.
assuming Aldrak's in the demon grinder.
Yep. Along with kind of Krush and Octavius are just kind of, and Lulu are just kind of waiting there.
Oh yeah, I'm not even gonna let them know. I'm just gonna hop in the driver's seat and start going.
Going where?
Or like back towards everybody.
The car can't fit.
Oh, it can't. Oh,
No.
shit.
No,
Oh,
that's
wait.
why you left him down here.
Yeah. Oh wait. I guess I'll go and get Aldrax. Let's go, buddy. Time to make the trade.
You mean they'll give me the blood?
That's the deal that's been arranged. But you got to come up here with me.
All right, all right. And he kind of hesitantly takes your hand.
The
Lead
instant
way.
the instant he grabs my hand, I'm gonna take him and Dimension Door back.
Ah,
Up.
But he's just kind of like looking around, like very startled. He's just whipping his head around, and he notices the dragon, and he nearly faints.
All right, give him the orb.
Oh, oh yes, the orb. And he opens his hand, and you guys are all bathed in the scarlet radiance emanating from the gem. And like Archon kind of even shields his eyes for a moment as the light washes over him. It's even more brilliant than I thought it would be. As he approaches his normal dragonborn hand outstretched.
And so we're sending Uldrax to go trade with him.
I guess,
guess I'll-
Kilvius, are you approaching, holding his hand?
Yeah, I'm not letting go of his hand.
All right,
I'll
so
walk-
you kind of
walk
like
up there with him.
walk the unsteady Uldrak over and meet Archon in the middle, and he unclasps a pendant around his neck, and you see a small vial of crimson blood in a very ornate reliquary. And he grasps the chain and kind of outstretches his arm towards you.
I'll reach out my other hand, reach for it. Hopefully
All right.
Aldrak reaches out with the orb.
And with the green, like, twitching hand, he reaches towards Aldrak. Remind you guys what that looks like.
You.
Aldrak is like,
He's got the leprosy.
and he slowly reaches out his little spined devil hand and drops the orb into Arcan's palm. And you see for a moment as the orb is in the hand, it kind of like blackens where the fingers touch the glass of the orb. And it looks like there's kind of a battle between the two strong magical forces of the hand and the orb before he quickly pockets the orb. And he relinquishes his grip on the reliquary. So,
He gave me the blood.
yeah, in your hand is a vial of Tiamat's blood.
Allegedly.
It's going in my pocket.
All right.
Can we put it in the bag?
Oh, I guess I'll start walking back towards everybody with Aldrak still in hand.
Aldrak seems to be in a daze. He's just being led around wherever.
Yeah, I got a
So-
very firm grip on his wrist. Not even his hand, just his wrist.
All right, just kind of dragging him along.
Deal is done.
Arcan nods at you, and him and the other two figures with him step aside, allowing you guys a clear path down the switchbacks.
Alright, we walk past him.
Yep.
They don't make any sudden moves, just watching you go.
We'll be back.
He nods at you, watches you guys go. All right, so you guys get down the plateau back to the vehicles, and at this point, Aldrak is kind of coming out of his stupor, and he's like almost entering a manic phase. He's kind of like vibrating in your grip, Kilvius. He's like, "We got it! We got it! Oh my god! Give it! Give it!"
I'm gonna hold it out of his reach, like up above my head.
Oh, what are you doing? We had a deal. We had a deal.
Yes,
No,
we
no.
just need you to calm down a moment.
But Millennia is almost over of torture. Millennia, please.
If you've waited a millennia, you can wait another few minutes.
So, what if this doesn't work?
It has to.
No, it doesn't. Why does it have to?
If it doesn't, then we'll have to square one.
If it doesn't, I'm screwed. I gave up the orb. I thought this would work.
Who cursed him, Tiamat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should have asked the guy to ask Tiamat how to break the curse.
I don't know if Tiamat would just tell us.
True, but she might tell her devout follower.
True.
I think we need a quick group huddle.
All right. All the group huddles up, and then Aldrak kind of like squeezes in between your legs and looks up at you guys as you're kind of like crouched over in the huddle.
How big is Aldrak?
He's small.
He's a
or
spine devil.
tiny.
I'm gonna create a cage around him.
Why don't we just get
No.
Octavius to
No.
manhandle him?
No, maybe I won't. Never mind. Cancel that. I'm not gonna create a cage around him.
Oh, okay. Then he doesn't scream like that.
Who called this huddle?
Gerbeck. Do we,
I mean, Aldrak's right there, isn't he?
Yep. I think we will. I guess we just let him spill it and see what happens.
Yep. That was the deal.
Yeah, that was the deal. Give me.
Alright, Kilvius.
Alright, I'm gonna give it to him.
I'm gonna step back.
Just remember that you have an end to fulfill as well.
Yes, of course, you want my blood. Oh. And as you put the reliquary in his hands, he looks at it with reverence for a second before just like spiking it onto the ground.
Oh,
Jesus Christ, man.
I back up.
Yep.
All right. So as he spikes it down on the ground, a few of you start like backing up as the vial shatters against the rock here. The blood starts to sizzle, and the crimson iridescence starts to waft off of the little droplets of blood sizzling on the ground, and the spined devil similarly starts emanating the same crimson iridescence as
He's evolving.
yeah, he's now just silhouetted as pure red light as his figure starts to morph and expand and expand and expand and grow and now just his foot is in between the circle, and you guys quickly realize that you're going to have to run as his ever expanding foot threatens to push you guys away from your huddle here.
Holy shit!
I'm casting fly on Gerbeck and myself.
Running.
Gerbeck's so
Alright.
shocked, he just runs, he doesn't even fly.
So, after his form grows and expands, he is now the top of the head is dwarfing the plateau that you guys climbed up before.
Wait, this guy's like 400 feet tall?
Jesus.
The crimson light fades, and you see. I think I
Mistakes
have
were
him
made.
here. Here.
He's gonna reach up and punch Archon in the head.
I do not have an Empyrean. Anyway, real big, like white-skinned dude. Muscle bound, looks like a statue of a Greek god. Very large, standing over top of you guys.
Huh, so the sword was life-size.
I'd say. I'll fly up till I'm kind of like at eye level and just go, Aldrak, how's it going? You got really big. Looks like it worked.
Millennia of torment! Finally at an end! Thank you! Thank you! And he reaches out a finger towards you. Draw my blood.
All right. I'll
Can you even
take.
penetrate his skin?
I have a dagger, so I will try and use that.
So, yeah, you can like.
I'll empty one of my water skins. Oh no, I have empty water skins. Never mind. I'll just fill up an empty water skin.
All right. You can like land on this guy's finger, like on the pad of his fingertip, and like walk around on it like a platform. He's large enough.
How is this guy only... Oh my
Make sure
god.
you fill a couple of those, Sarah. Just in case.
True. I mean,
All right, so you land on the outstretched finger, and plunge your dagger into it, and a small kind of sphere of blood bubbles up as you extract the dagger, just like basically one of those blood test things where they test your iron levels.
Nice.
So yeah, you could fill a water skin.
all right.
So just to put it into perspective what we just did, if we made a deal with a devout Tiamat follower to give him Zariel's sword so we can free Tiamat, and then immediately use Tiamat's blood to re-summon one of her mortal enemies.
Yep. But then we're gonna give the Dragonborn guy the sword still, because we made a deal. Unless this guy kills him.
Holy moly.
Welcome
Yeah.
to hell, I guess.
Welcome to hell.
How much blood from that little like pinprick that pooled out? How much blood actually is there after the water skin's been filled?
Well, I mean, you could keep taking blood if you wanted to.
But I wouldn't have to like poke him again.
Nope.
All right. I'll basically clear that droplet then if he lets me.
So you filled up one water skin. You're reaching for another?
Yeah. Oh, I'll reach for another.
Don't get greedy now. We had a deal. You
Fair
have my
point.
blood.
I just wanted to get rid of the blood that was already on the finger, so you didn't have to deal with it. But no, that is a fair point.
Hey, don't forget you were stuck for 10,000 years.
I mean, I'm not pushing my luck up here.
The figure turns to look down at you, Sirzex, yelling up at him. Just kind of, just staring at you. Doesn't say anything. Just
Give him a thumbs
imposing.
Well, should we go get your sword?
That is where I go. Farewell. And he just starts running.
He's so fucking big, you'll probably get there in like 5 minutes.
Yeah, how fast does he run?
He's pretty quick.
Alright.
Well,
Thanks, Ultrax.
I love
Waving
you.
at him.
he's just keeps running. You guys feel every mighty footfall as he easily just like steps over the river Styx and is gone out of sight.
Alright, I fly back down. That
So-
went better than expected.
What if he could have just, like, broken the chains on Elturel himself?
You know what, he probably could have. Should we go and try and catch him? Tell him he can have his blood back if he does it?
How
Nope.
the fuck are we ever gonna catch him?
We made a deal with the Dragonborn that, I'm not keen to break.
He's in full force Gump mode right now. I think we'd be able to catch him.
Run,
I mean,
all
I am
Drac,
still
run!
flying. I'm still flying for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, but this guy was so big that you could land on his finger.
True.
He's running faster than 80 feet a turn.
I can fly 120 a turn.
He's running faster than 120 feet a turn. He one-stepped the river Styx.
True. Alright.
Yeah, did he run right through it?
Just
Over it.
feebles himself.
Oh, fuck, that's awesome.
It's fine,
Alright.
he's got legendary resistance.
There's one question left. Do we take the blood to Mordenkainen's tower or to Ruth?
I feel like Ruth has been more helpful than Mordenkainen.
I also feel like Mordenkainen might be more powerful.
True. Mad Maggie. Did Mad Maggie say she was the best seer in Hell?
They probably all say that.
Well, I mean, true.
Well,
Just
yeah,
like I'm
Mad
the best
Maggie and
mechanic
her
in
are
hell.
related. But Mad Maggie was the one that told you about all three of the possible scryers. Seers, I guess, is a better term.
I won't be going back to Ruth.
Let's go to Mephisto.
What?
Mhm.
Yeah, they did say we could get it scried up there, right?
Yep. Mephistopheles.
Mephistopheles.
We just have to go past the burning castle, over this thing, and we're there.
Gerbeck, like, looks at his map, and then kind of, like, thinks about how we got here.
I honestly have no idea how to get anywhere. We didn't cross a river getting here. And then, look, there's no spots that aren't crossing a river. And it's right there. How?
I mean, like, here isn't part of the river.
Time is convoluted.
Yep. Time, distance, and location, I suppose, are all relative here.
Oh yeah, I forgot. This little spot right here is actually connected.
Wait, I know how it works. We could just go left right off the map, and it will appear on the right side of the map.
Oh, true, true.
Pac-Man logic.
Let's try it.
I mean, it would probably work.
For real, Jail's vote would be for Mordenkainen. Because he fucking hates Ruth.
Why do you hate Ruth?
Because
I
she
guess it
fucking
was
left us there to die and didn't tell us?
I mean, do you think Mordenkainen would have done any different?
Probably. He wouldn't tell us to watch his tower so he can go get a massage because he's a fucking professional.
And Mordenkainen is closer.
Well, it doesn't matter, I suppose. If we want to go to Mordenkainen.
Oh, actually,
we can
only
do that.
5 feet closer.
Plus, we get to go over the spicy bridge again.
Not the
Yep.
weird bridge.
Oh, we first have to find a way over the river, so, I guess we just drive along it.
Let's drive away from it.
I think you just pick a random direction and see where we end up.
Yep.
I'm good at that game.
Gerbeck has basically decided that it doesn't matter what direction they drive, they'll end somewhere. And if they do it enough times, that somewhere will be where we want to go.
So, as you guys are deciding where to take the blood, Lulu is like, "Wow, that was pretty fantastic. How did it go up there?"
Oh, it went great.
Oh, no.
What?
Yeah, we're kind of fucking the dog there on that one.
We totally forgot.
What'd we forget?
Forgot that we're getting the sword for Lulu to try and save her master. I guess we'll just continue the journey. Burn that bridge when we come to it, boys.
We got blood. That should be powerful enough.
Step 1 of many is complete.
It's really awesome. Now we're so much closer to redeeming Zariel. Things can go back to the way they were.
Hopefully, yes.
Knife.
More
Twist.
importantly, we're even closer to saving Elturel.
Yes, importantly.
Of course, all those innocent lives. We definitely got to do all we can to save them.
We're in accordance. Let's go.
And anything we can to save Elturel.
Let's not layer it on too thick, boys.
It's pretty Machiavellian.
I don't even know what that means.
Yes. So we can give the blood to Mordenkainen, scry for Bell, go find him, try to convince him that we're not retarded, and then get the sword.
Wait. So what? Remind me again why we need to go through Bell to get the sword.
Because he
We
knows
don't.
where it is.
Oh, okay.
There is
Only-
the 2 Paladin brothers too that might know.
Yeah, you don't have to go to Bell. In the Lulu's dream, like spirit vision or whatever, you saw the only 3 souls besides Asmodeus that were present when the sword was cast away and Zariel became the Archduchess. So out of Bell, Elanthius, and Haruman, one of them would know, or all 3 of them should know where it is. And of course, Asmodeus would as well, but probably don't want to talk to him.
could just go to the bottom layer of hell and talk to Asmodeus himself.
Mm,
Mhm,
perfect.
mhm.
I mean, you're not wrong.
He's probably understanding.
We
Yep,
can make
he'd
a deal
totally
with
want
him
you guys to
himself.
redeem his Archduchess and screw
Uh,
up all of his plans.
Yep. What could possibly go wrong? Seems like a stand-up guy.
well, Bell was obviously the coolest sounding one, so we picked him.
Yeah. I'm guessing he just has more to gain out of it.
Well, I'm gonna start driving east along the river, if nobody's gonna stop me.
Hopping in the demon grinder and going. Or whichever one had AC. I think it was the demon grinder.
We have our heading.
Let's try and go the place we want to first this time.
Wait,
No more detours, bro, migo.
what if we try to go somewhere else and randomly end up there? If it's anything like Uldrag's grave, it'll take us 4 attempts to get there.
Yeah, but can we just pick a location and try to fast travel to it? That seemed pretty dumb.
I think it was easier to get to places we had been before.
It is.
Well, let's do that then.
Fast travel? Or we
Okay.
could try the sick jump across the river.
That still sounds like a terrible idea, but I kind of want to do it.
Anyways, I will be driving east in an attempt to find a way to cross the river.
All right. Attempting to go to Mordenkainen's Tower of Erm.
Yes, sir.
All right. So that means you will roll 2d8 this time.
After this, of course.
Oh yeah, after you pop a sick wheelie as you take off in a cloud of dust.
Oh, yes!
Ah,
We go again, boys.
ah.
God damn. I think even at this point, our map is pissed off at us.
DM certainly pissed off.
Do I increment the crit counter?
Alright, next time we pull over, I'm taking a dagger and I'm sticking it right in the fucking jail's tire so he can't lead the way anymore.
Oh.
Got him.
And except he's gonna be over here.
Imagine how much we could sell the blood for.
True. We could trade him the blood for a ring of wish, and then wish we had the sword.
Craig,
Don't
no!
you do it. Don't you put that evil on us.
I hope we go to this thing. Or the spooky tree.
Or
Can't spell
we end
party
up
without
at
PA.
I hope we show up with the
Mephistopheles.
demon zapper.
If we do end up at the Mirror of Mephistopheles, we should try that place.
I mean, obviously. Or maybe we show up at the Stygian docks again. Run into our old buddy.
And die to the rocks for real.
All right. Let's see.
I'm so sorry.
Looks like Lady Luck just gave you the finger.
All right. So you guys follow along behind Jail as he leads the way east along the River Styx. You guys travel across some more At this point, familiar dusty plains, the ever oppressive heat of Avernus somewhat abated by the Avernus cooling units that Maggie provided. Uh, the dust and grime kicked up by the vehicles is still clinging to you guys as you sweat slightly, even in the AC. You guys pass by several crumbled ruins of long forgotten ancient structures and civilizations, and several hours pass by of pure monotony, and eventually up ahead you see a dark mass roiling out of the river Styx. Taking a closer look, you see that this is barges covered in demons are landing upon the shores.
Oh!
Oh no.
Right in the middle of the battle.
Now, seeing that, you also hear a distant rumbling sound. And looking away from the river Styx towards the north, you see that familiar flying machine cutting a path through the ground that you once saw at the base of El Terrell. This is cutting a course straight towards the demonic incursion. And as it cuts close, you see from the precipice of the device a streak of light flies down into the demonic horde, striking the ground with such force that the roiling mass is blasted in all directions. You see a flaming winged being with a chain of fire whipping through demons, just cutting them down where they stand. What do you guys do?
Stare in awe.
I'm gonna borrow Crucius' spyglass and take a look at this winged individual.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how cool does he look?
On a scale of 1 to the cover art of the book, it's the cover art of the book.
Oh!
Let me
How
Google
far away
that
from
real
these
quick.
are we?
It's fucking Zariel.
In the moments it takes you guys to stop and stare in awe, the entire force of demons has been cut down as the figure ascends back to the top of the structure that begins to float away from the scene of the destruction.
Where's
Oh.
Lulu?
How the fuck did we get here?
Lulu is also staring in awe, but also fear.
I'm just gonna tell her to hide.
I think that's a good idea. I don't want her to see me when she's like this.
Don't want her to see any of us at all. I think we should get
No,
the
that would
hell
be
out of
very,
here.
very bad.
So that is Zariel's war vehicle.
Her flying fortress.
And Urbeck's map didn't say anything to us.
It did not.
We could probably steal it.
Get ready to
We could
catch a
probably
ride.
try.
I think you should peel out, Jail.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
I'd say.
Oh, for me to roll a 1 and explode my bike.
All right, Jail. 2d8 for us.
Gotta do the wheelie first. Come on, 2 8s again.
Wait, I gotta do this first. It's tradition. +3.
It's a bit shook, boys.
Okay. +3, you don't wipe out, but it is very shaky. As the pure destructive force you just witnessed has you a little bit rattled.
Oof.
All right.
Gerbeck
Use my
noticed.
inspiration to reroll that.
It only works on D20 rolls.
Can't. We should have just freed her right there. The campaign would have been done.
True.
Ow.
All right. So, all told, from leaving Archon's tower to seeing the brief battle, that spanned about 7 hours of driving. As you guys continue on, the day stretches on. Well, the ever-present dusk lighting stretches on. The occasional flaming streak of molten rock falling from the sky to crash into the plains, mostly distantly. You guys continue to drive along the river Styx, and somehow start driving along a lake of boiling blood.
We're there.
At this point, how long have we been driving?
All told, 17 hours. So 7 from the tower to the battle, and then another 10.
I'm
And you've
getting
now
kind of tired.
reached the Obsidian Bridge.
Yay! Not the cursed one.
Yay!
Now we
Yes,
can roll whose tower
get-
heroes.
you guys are quite tired. It has been a long day from leaving the Wandering Emporium. Well, actually, leaving Bitter Breaths.
Oh yeah, because we drove from Long Rest to Oldrax, drove to the tower, and then drove another 17 hours.
Yeah, I don't think it took you too long to get to the tower.
Yeah,
but
it was pretty
it is-
quick.
It's been a day.
Oh.
Logan drove 22 from BC. It can't be that bad.
Logan's written off like 20 vehicles.
Yeah,
We've only written off one.
Logan must have passed his con saving throws.
Yeah.
Because
Okay,
to
okay.
push on any further, you guys would need to roll con to stay awake.
We can cross the bridge and park, though, right?
Yeah, you think you can manage that?
Fall asleep at the wheel.
On the bridge.
Just off the bridge into boiling blood.
Alright, well, I'm gonna try to cross and park the bike.
All right. Yeah, it's I mean, it's not even a minute drive across the bridge, and you see where once the tower stood is just a depression in the ground. With
Oh,
it looks like a gear and latch mechanism that would lock the tower in place if it was here.
I forgot he takes off whenever he wants.
Hello?
well. Shit.
I think it's time for a nap.
Yeah. Maybe he'll be back when we wake up.
And if not, we can nap again.
I don't know about that.
If he's not back by the time we're awake, I think we just have to go to Red Ruth.
I would sooner go to Mephistopheles, but if you guys want to go to Ruth, I'm down.
I mean, it just.
Well,
be
I
easy
say
to
we-
get there, I think.
I say we sleep here and see what happens in the morning.
Yep.
I use Divine Sense first.
All right. Within 60 feet of you, you sense nothing.
Then I curl up in bed.
I'll take first watch.
I'll take last watch.
I can grab second watch.
I
Gerbek's
got
carving
first, second,
runes.
last. Who's third?
Gerbek's carving runes into his stick.
Okay.
I can go third.
All
So,
right.
I had a quick question. I got two different things that says when you finish a long rest, you can do something, but it doesn't say you have to focus on it for the long rest. Do I need to do 2 long rests to do both things, or can I do them both after one?
I would say that you'd have to do them consecutively.
Fuck! Alright.
Sorry, man.
Yeah, that's fine. One more and I'll be back to normal strength.
All right. So, you guys park the vehicles and settle in to spend the night here. You guys eat your ashen, bitter rations. And does anybody have to conjure water at this point, or you have enough now with
Alchemy
the?
jug.
Yes, you got the alchemy jug to quench everyone's thirst. But
How
yeah,
many-
do remember to mark off your rations.
Does anybody need rations?
I raise my hand.
I will check Octavius and Crucia's character sheets.
Shouldn't have gave him away, Sareth.
I was giving them away to your countrymen.
Yeah.
Oh,
Alright.
well, somehow Octavius has like 19 rations.
God darn.
So now he's got 18.
I give one to Sereth, one to Kilvius, one to
Thank you.
Surzek.
Thank you, fine,
And
sir.
Krush has 11. So now Krush has 10.
Is
Does
there-
anybody have empty water skins?
Yep,
Yeah, I got 4 empty.
I've got 5 empties.
There's, with the alchemy jug, there's enough for everybody to drink one and fill one remaining water skin.
I'll fill one up then.
Me as well.
Don't
All
worry.
right. So you guys divvy up the water from the alchemy jug, each choking down your rations with what has become a familiar ritual here in Hell, and eventually complete any long rest projects you have on the go, and tuck into bed with who was taking the first watch?
Sareth.
All right, Sareth. As your companions all start breathing the deep rhythmic breaths of sleep around you, I want you to roll a perception check as you keep vigil. All right. You just cast your gaze out across the bubbling lake, hearing the faint wails of the bridge of damned souls on the other side of the island keeps you uneasy and awake and alert all night, but nothing out of the ordinary, any more so than everything's out of the ordinary in hell, happens, and you pass your watch uneventfully.
All right. I'll give Kilvius a quick nudge in the ribs with my foot.
I'm gonna
Your
jump
turn.
up and slap him on the ass and tell him good night.
Instantly wakes up.
Thereth kind of
Titan despair.
unceremoniously pokes you in the ribs with his foot, at which point you jump up and smack him in the ass.
Yep, sounds about right.
Sereth
Go
looks
to
a little
bed.
taken aback and indignant.
I go to bed absolutely mortified.
All right, and Kilvius, give me a perception check. All right. Again, you just look out into the vast, boiling lake of blood around you, hearing that burbling sound, faint moans and wails. But other than that, your watch passes uneventfully. And you can wake up whoever's next for watch.
Can't remember who volunteered for watch. All right, I'll wake up Surzex.
All right. Surzex, give me a perception check.
Wow, don't know if I've rolled over 10 tonight.
All right. It's been a long day, and driving at the helm of the vehicle, you get a lot of dust and grime built up in your eyes. So you spend a lot of time trying to blink that sleep out of your eyes, and you're jolted awake by the sound of Lulu trumpeting in fear, as I want all of you guys to roll initiative.
No, my nappy.
And I didn't just try to screw you. There was a random encounter on third watch.
Oh, it's all good.
Do we got tokens to click?
Just a second.
Alright, alright.
All right, so you guys can. I'll plop you down somewhere. This indentation is where the tower would lock in. Ignore that it doesn't have any mechanisms, because it should. Bork.
Now it has a gear.
Nice.
There you go. Oh, here are the new vehicle tokens. That is a Devil's Ride. There is a Demon Grinder. And
Sick.
here is the Scavenger.
Whoa.
Upgrades, Pog.
No.
Did you, Colton?
What?
Did you draw them?
No. I shamelessly stole them from a blog that I guess we should credit.
Raid Shadow Legends.
Please no.
Brighton, put up the Bork. I gotta go.
DM's getting attacked by dogs.
Don't worry, I put up the sick pork sign.
We're not live anymore.
Oh no, we still are.
Yeah, we still are.
All right, borking has subsided for now. Uh, I'm gonna put a link in Discord and one of the channel mods. Please credit this guy.
I don't think that worked.
It'll have to be. No, you can't. You
Nope.
tried your best, Blake.
Yeah, I tried my best. I can't delete my own message for some reason.
Because it's
People need
Twitch.
to be scuffed. I think Catlin's on it.
This art is brought to you by Pretzel Lantern.
I think lectern, lantern.
Oh, I tried the timeout, Blake, but it doesn't work.
How about let's take a 5-minute break there as I prepare the encounter and get a drink.
Okay.
All right, and we're back as the group is awakened. I guess. Is there more of you? Gerbeck, Jail, Surzex, Sereth,
Sylvius.
Kilvius. I missed his token. Sorry about that.
No, I'm on there. I just put myself on the scavenger.
Oh, okay.
I'll put myself there. Sorry.
All right, that's it's all right. So you're awoken to Lulu's terrified trumpeting sounds as she is uh, pulled out of the demon grinder by some invisible force. Um,
Ah.
Now I forgot to roll initiative for these guys because I
More
don't have their stat
Yugoloth.
blocks prepared. Ooh, that's really good initiative on that one. And let's add a turn for this guy. That's pretty good for that guy too.
Well, guys, seeing as we already screwed Lulu over, we might as well let them take her.
We need the trumpet, though. The trumpet of overpoweredness.
If she
All right.
didn't try to wake us all up, Cersei just watches them take her and doesn't say anything.
So I'm gonna say that all of you guys but Surzex are gonna start prone, and
Makes sense.
you're all surprised.
Oof.
So appearing before you, floating in the air, is a almost angelic looking figure in ornate black armor with a brilliant blue rope in the form of a lasso. And that lasso is coming right at you, Surzex. As I reveal this token here. So this is what you guys see.
She can take me anywhere.
Whoa.
All right, so the rope is darting out to you, Surzex. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, I'm super good at these. Well, that was okay, I guess.
All right, so
Wow.
as the creature throws the lasso at you, you manage to dodge out of the way, and it closes around empty air where you used to be. And she's going to try it one more time. So give me another dexterity saving throw as she pulls back the rope and readies another toss. All right, this one, you aren't as quick on your feet to dodge, and this rope wraps around you, and you are now restrained. As in a mocking voice, she kind of laughs at you, and that is her turn restraining you. So your first turn is spent surprised. Likewise, Jail and Kilvius, you guys wake up, see Surzex tied up, see Lulu being dragged away by some invisible force. In fact, just after Kilvius's turn, you see her move 30 feet away.
Oof.
Oh wait, sorry. I gotta look at his speed because he'd be going at half speed dragging. So only 15 feet away.
Hmm.
If I could move her without moving the frickin' demon grinder. There we go. All right. So, Sarith similarly wake up surprised. Gerbeck wake up surprised. It is now her turn again, and she just speaks to you all. Well, we were hoping to do this a little bit more quietly, but since you're all awake, I might as well introduce myself. Name's Eliza. You guys can answer if you'd like.
Hello.
What do you want with us?
Oh, I don't want anything with you. I would just be taking Lulu off your hands.
But we need her.
So does my employer.
Well, then it appears we're at an impasse.
Well, it appears I have the upper hand. So why don't we just stop with any of this funny business and you let us be on our way?
I'm afraid we can't let you do that.
No deal.
Well, I'm very sorry to hear that. Now, what if I were to give you half of my fee? 10 soul coins right here, right now. And nobody has to get hurt.
What a fucking soloist.
I don't think we can just sell our friend.
Why not? All you have to say is yes.
No.
Her cheery facade disappears in an instant, and her beautiful face is contorted by rage as she swoops in to attack. So she is going to fly into the restrained Surzex, and she's drawing her long sword and is going to attack you. That is a lot to hit. That is 17 plus 8.
Yeah.
All right. And she hits you for 7 slashing damage and 8 poison damage. Her second attack is only a 12 to hit, and her third, oh, I guess she would have advantage on these since you are restrained. So yeah, her second attack is not a 4, but a natural 20.
Oh!
Oh
Yep.
boy.
Turns out Surzex is the one that needed a new character planned.
So this time she hits you for 8 slashing damage and let's see. $40 poison damage.
Divine Allegiance.
All right. Okay, so instead of Surzex taking the 8 slashing and 40 poison damage, you take it instead.
There, now he can use his turns to attack.
All right. And now her third attack at advantage. That is an 18, and that is a 21 to
Yep.
hit. All right, so a lot less d8s this time. So another 7 slashing damage with 12 poison damage.
Ouch.
All right, and she is going to fly to the rope's maximum length, 30 feet away from you. And somebody correct me if I'm wrong. As restrained, he can make an attack at disadvantage, right? Oh, that was 35, sorry. Oh, wait. Yeah, that's 30. Okay, so you can make an opportunity attack against her as she flies away with disadvantage.
Oh!
18 does hit.
Nice.
Don't run away so fast, bitch.
Mm.
6 damage.
Fuck.
I didn't hear no bell.
All right.
I didn't hear no bell.
As she tries to fly away, you manage to awkwardly swing your scythe despite being entangled by the rope. And you glance off of her armor, and she looks a little bit shaken, but still much within fighting force. You're up. How would you like to follow that up? As she whips away.
So what would I have to do to get out of this restraint?
You would have to use your action to attempt to either slip out with dexterity or try to break out with strength.
I'm gonna try and break out with strength.
All right, roll a strength check. This isn't a saving throw, just a check.
Oops, I didn't mean to roll that disadvantage, but 21.
Yeah. So a 21, you flex yourself out of the rope, and it kind of loosens around you and falls to the ground, and you are no longer restrained.
Well, I guess I'm gonna give chase.
All right.
I'm just gonna stop there,
Okay.
and that'll be it.
All right. Jail. Now you're still prone, no longer surprised.
Alright, well, I'm gonna stand up,
Okay.
lay on hands myself,
All right.
and cast Shield of Faith on Surzax.
Okay. Here we are. Not moving anywhere.
What'd you say?
Not moving. You still
I
have
will
15
move,
feet
yeah.
of movement after standing up.
There we go.
Okay. Kilvius, likewise, you are laying down in your bedroll. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna use half my movement to stand up and move my 50 to there, I think. Yep. And then I think I can. Yep. And I'm gonna Misty Step beside Lulu. And Lulu's a small creature, right?
Yes, I think so. Yep, she's a small creature.
All right, I'm gonna create a large iron box around her top.
All right, so you make a large iron box around Lulu.
I'm gonna make this iron worth 160 gold pieces. So it's some pretty thick and heavy stuff.
It's a lot of
Okay.
iron.
Okay. Geez, I wish I knew a conversion from gold to weight of iron. Unfortunately, I don't. But what I do know is if that's the end of your turn,
That is the end of my turn. Yep.
the thing dragging her invisibly along has 22 strength.
God dang.
So if he'd be any more slowed by the extra weight of iron on here.
1 silver piece can buy 1 pound of iron.
God,
So it's a lot of pounds of iron.
So, okay. 1 silver piece is 1 pound, so a gold is 10 pounds. And you made
So-
how many pounds?
160 gold, so 1,600 pounds of iron.
And he's got 22 strength and a drag, carry, pull
Is
is
30
30 times 22.
So we can pull 660 pounds?
All right, so he is. Wait. Yeah, 660. So, yeah, is definitely weighed down by the cage.
Got him.
Potato head.
All right. But it is his turn as this guy becomes visible.
Hey, I recognize these assholes.
Oh, do you?
Oh shit.
Yeah,
As
we've
he,
seen them in the Emporium.
He's fucked
Oh,
up.
that's right. As he stabs at Kilvius with a wicked-looking black iron dagger. Let's see.
Oh.
That is a 29 to hit.
Oh, that misses.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a heavy hit.
So he hits you for. Let's see. Not that.
Hey, this is that dick I asked directions for at the Emporium. He told me
Yeah,
to
it
fuck
is
off.
actually.
He hits you for 10 damage, and I want you to make a Constitution saving throw.
You die instantly.
Oof.
Nothing happens. So you take the 10 damage. That's it. So as he stabs you, he once again fades away from view. You do sense that he is moving out of your melee range, so you can make an opportunity attack at disadvantage if you'd like to.
Yeah, I'll take a swing. Swing in the darkness.
All right. Roll
Slap,
for
try
the
and
attack.
slap with my rapier.
Yep. Unfortunately, an 11 does not hit. So that is his turn, but you have managed to somewhat foil his taking of Lulu. Sereth, you, I assume, stand up.
Yep. I'll move to here. And I will cast hex on flying lady over here.
Okay, what attribute are you targeting?
I'll give her a disadvantage on strength checks.
Okay,
And then I will start with the blasting.
all right.
Cool.
28 definitely hits. For 11, and you can do your hex damage as well on that 11. 10, however, does not hit. All right, for a total of 14 damage. Nice. All right, so you cast your hex. A dark mist kind of pours out of your father's book as you do, and then you shoot your crackling beam of energy at the winged creature, and the first one does smack true as she is darting out of Surzex's reach, and kind of off balance by the tension releasing from the rope. However, she looks up just in time as the second blast comes her way and swoops out of the way. Would you like to move anywhere?
I used all my movement already.
Oh, okay. Gerbeck, you're up.
I stand up, move my 2 tiles. Just gnome problems. And then I go gadget cannon, form of ballista. And I'm hitting her with it.
All right, roll for attack.
23.
23 hits. Roll for damage.
Not the 3, only the 7.
Only the 7. Okay. As she wings away from one blast, she is an easy target as she her momentum carries her straight into your force ballista. Anything else on your turn?
Nope, that's my turn.
Okay. It is now her turn. And she sees that there's one really dangerous target.
No, she doesn't.
So she is going to...
She's pushed back 5 feet from my ballista too.
Okay. So she is going to fly right up to Sereth, clearing Surzex that you're not able to get an opportunity attack on her using her 60-foot fly speed.
Oh.
And she is going to make a lot of longsword attacks against you, Sereth.
Good luck.
No.
That one is a 15 to hit.
Hits.
All right. This is... Where's my advanced dice roller? There it is. Uh, 10 slashing damage and 15 poison damage on the first attack.
Oh.
Second attack is a 16 to hit.
Yep.
For 9 and... Oops, not 9. Or not the 6. The 7 instead.
That is significantly not as bad.
And third attack is gonna hit because the natural 16 plus 8. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So that's 7 slashing damage and
Goodbye, Sarah.
12 poison damage.
Unconscious.
All right. And she um, as she speeds over to Sereth and in a flurry takes him down, she looks to the rest of you, hovering slightly above the ground, and just says, I really didn't want to do that. Now just let us take Lulu, and nobody has to get hurt anymore. Surzex, you're up.
Oh, coming back for some swings. So I started swinging.
All right. Roll your attacks. That unfortunately misses.
What the fuck?
And that also misses.
Oof.
Oh, sorry, Blake, you're dead.
Yeah, probably.
All right. Anything else? Bonus action on your turn?
Let's see. No, I don't think so.
Okay. Jail, you're up.
How many people are? How hard did Kilvius get hit?
He only got hit for 10 damage on that stab.
Interesting.
Vale takes a moment to think in the midst of combat. Surzex flailing with his scythe in front of him and just hitting air as the devilish woman floats out of range.
Cure wounds.
Right. And he takes stock of the battlefield and realizes Sereth is downed and brings him back up to 5 HP.
Pog.
I live to die another day.
Right. Anything else, Jail?
I suppose not.
All right. Kilvius, you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna run up to here while screaming at Lulu to find cover.
In a metal cage you created.
That's gonna instantly disappear when I'm now
Alright.
going to create a ball and chain around this bitch's ankle.
The guy's gonna grab
Nice.
Lulu on his turn immediately.
Yep.
Well, I'll give Lulu an initiative here.
True, he could be higher.
Yep.
She was not higher.
Nice.
All right, Kilvius. Creating this ball and chain, I'm going to have you roll your spell casting stat versus her athletics or acrobatics as if you're grappling her with your spell casting. $23. All right.
God.
Well, she appears to be held down by the ball and chain that you've conjured around her ankle.
Nice.
So
And then I'm gonna
she.
and I will use another spell slot and Misty Step back to
Nice.
Holy big brain kill, Vius.
All right. So
I just gotta
Big-
figure out how
Big
many.
Chungus over here is going to appear, leveling a crossbow straight at Lulu.
Oh, nice.
And he is going to he actually takes a bolt out of the crossbow and replaces it with a different looking bolt, and is going to roll an attack against her. Well, he only rolled a 12 to hit against Lulu's 18 AC.
Yes.
So he is going to utter a very rough sounding syllable in Infernal, and he is going to disappear again.
I understood that.
What did I say? Boy. What a nerd.
He said fuck when he missed.
He just poofs, misses, fuck, and leave. He's just like us.
Did I hear footsteps?
Yeah, he would have repositioned. You think he's about here now.
Okay.
All right. Sareth, you're up.
I'm gonna stand up. I'm gonna disengage with my action and move over to here. Because fuck
All
that
right.
bitch.
Okay. Lulu's turn. She's gonna say, what should I do? Should I help or should I take cover?"
Where's Krush?
Yep.
Who's
Take cover.
sleeping. All right. So she is going to zip into the demon grinder and hide inside.
Fire the ballistas!
Man the cannons!
So here is her stealth check.
Oof.
And she hides in there. Gerbeck.
Alright. Gerbeck's going to... Well, I can't outrun her. I'm gonna just shift a little bit with my little cannon boy. And... Ballista.
23 hits
Not the 2.
for 13 damage.
And... Scorching Ray.
All right. None of those hit.
Nice.
Pepperoni.
I guess she would get pushed 5 feet away from me, too. So I don't know where that would be.
Um,
I see her leg should get yanked, ripped off.
I say you're pushing it. Yeah, she's just gonna get pushed this way.
Alright. And that's it.
All right. Her turn.
Oh, God.
Gonna look down at the ball and chain holding her down. Curse and Infernal as well. And she is going to start. Yeah, she's going to start a flurry on Surzax here. That is 27 to hit.
Yep.
All right, for 7 slashing and 16 poison. Second attack. Ooh, that's only a 15 to hit.
Nope.
And third is also a 15 to hit.
Yes.
Hey.
Live your life.
All right. Surzex, you're up as she manages to cut into your exposed flesh with one attack, and then you manage to get your armored pieces in the path of the next two as they just clang off your plate mail.
Oh, I need to start hitting. So I'm going to bonus action, use my Channel Divinity, touch my scythe with frozen energy, and I'm going to pray that I hit here.
All right.
Yes.
20 hits.
Can I stack a smite on that too?
You absolutely can.
Is she undead?
She is a fiend. Damn. That is a lot of damage.
Kill it.
So in total 50 or no, 49. All right. Yeah, she, as you slice into her with your magical and frozen scythe of Elturel, you dig deep into the socket where the wing meets her back, and it starts to pour out fiendish blood. She's not looking as cocky as she once was.
One more.
Nope.
But as you retract the blade and go for another swipe, she just ducks. Even given the restraints of the ball and chain attached to her leg, she is still quite nimble.
Feels bad, man. That is it.
All right, jail.
I'm gonna throw my shield on my back. And I'm gonna swing for the fences.
With the team on his back.
With two hands, obviously.
Sareth gets the counter ready.
17, unfortunately, clangs off of her plate.
And
23, however, you manage to find a small chink in her armor, and you lunge for it. Roll for damage.
I will be upcasting the smite.
All right.
Oh,
So, oof.
That's a lot of damage.
Oh, my two-hand was actually good.
I demand
41 damage.
Yeah.
All right. You hear her wound sizzling as your radiant blade stabs in through the chink in her armor as she lets out a ear-splitting scream. You pull the blade out, and the wound doesn't even bleed as it's been cauterized by the divine energy.
And she's
All right.
still
She's
madness.
still alive, screaming, restrained by the ball and chain.
Okay.
Anything else?
No, that's it for me.
All right, Kilvius.
Okay. Yeah, hearing, like, if I heard the guy running down,
Yep,
I will
he's
cast,
about here.
I will cast Fairy Fire in that general area.
All right. Good call. So he's going to have to make a dexterity saving throw, which he rolls a 22 on. So unfortunately, your fairy fire illuminates the ground, but it does not outline the invisible figure.
Okay. And I'm going to take a few steps over. And I'm going to bonus action, blow Seraph and a mo potential.
All right. Giving him your inspiration there. All right, so the invisible wonder over here is going to pop in, leveling his crossbow, this time at Surzex's back. And which one is he going to do? All right, he's just going to roll his d20. 16 plus 7 to hit, so I believe that hits you. Ah,
So my AC is up to 25.
25. So he rolled 16 plus 7 to hit.
So that'll miss.
Yep.
I keep forgetting that I have this, and it pisses me off.
Best
All
roll in
right.
the
So
game.
as his bolt flies true, right for the back, the nape of your neck, somehow supernaturally aware that this bolt has been released, a divine energy springs up and the bolt just cracks off of this energy just an inch from your flesh and stops dead. He looks stunned and then fades from view.
Man, fuck this guy.
You better watch your mouth, Sarah. He could have hit you.
True. Did I hear which direction he went again?
Yes, you did. He is kind of over here now.
Let's just push him in the pit and hope Mordenkainen comes home.
All right, Sareth, you're up.
Yeah. Yeah, fuck this bitch. I'm gonna Eldritch Blast the fuck out of her.
All right.
18.
18 just hits
Oh, I don't have Hex anymore. Just
for
ignore that.
9 damage. All right.
Second shot is... Oh, you know what?
Four.
I'll use Bardic Inspiration.
Okay. Okay.
Is it a D10?
D8, I think, still.
Okay. Yeah.
And
All
I
right.
think you can add that to your damage as well.
That hits.
Okay.
And yes, that does do the concussive damage.
Would that hit?
Nope. I think
I don't...
we ruled before it's creatures that you choose.
All right. Yeah, so I'll do the extra thunder damage then.
All right. As your Eldritch Blast, how you guys have come to normally see it, it is now like supersonic, and there's a crack as it arcs through the air and hits her with the additional concussive force, blasting out dust in a circle around her, momentarily obscuring your view of her. And when the dust settles, she is unconscious on the ground. Big red
Alright.
X.
We done it. Let's go find that big slob with the crossbow.
I'm gonna move behind the Devil's Ride. And
All
end my
right.
turn.
Okay. Lulu is going to stay hidden. Gerbeck.
Gerbeck puts his hand up to his head, and you see his glasses kind of fold a bunch of new layers out, and he casts See Invisibility.
All right.
It's the
So-
Spy Kid's glasses.
You see Big Chungus standing over here, ready in his crossbow, setting down a bolt in the crossbow.
I yell, "There he is!" And then I force ballista at him. He is there. I just suck.
11 misses. All right. She's no longer here. Surzix.
I'm gonna use my action to lay hands all over myself, and I'm just gonna use my entire pool.
Okay.
God dang it.
What are you inciting there, Jail?
If Gerbeck was lying to me about where he was because he missed.
I did my best.
All right.
And I'm
it's-
not moving.
Okay. So, Jail, it's your turn.
So
shit.
Gerbeck told me he's over there. So would I even know where that is?
I mean, you've heard him, so invisibility, unless he hides as well, you generally know where they are. You just attack at them with disadvantage.
Okay. I will try.
Okay.
Of course.
All right. 20 hits.
I'm gonna upcast smite him again.
All right.
Is he a fiend?
He is a fiend. And I forgot he is actually large. So,
That's the big
Yeah.
chungus.
he's actually like takes up this entire circle, basically. All right. So that's a tie. So Sareth with the count there.
I'm just gonna call it a mulligan.
Yep.
No, I'd say the
So,
little one
for
wins.
26 damage.
Oh.
And that is a crit fail.
Does it hit?
It does not.
Damn. That's it for me.
All right. As you charge up, two hands on the Gerbeck's radiant sword he made you, and you're just kind of swinging blindly. And the first slice, you do feel resistance. You cut through flesh, and you go for a backhand cut and just whiff and hit air, and it kind of throws you off balance as you stumble a little bit. Kilvius, you're up.
Well, as I see Jail fighting the invisible man, I'm going to cast Fairy Fire again. Centered on Jail.
All right. He's going to make another dex saving throw here. That is 15. What's your spell save DC?
16.
All right. So he is now visible, outlined by your. What color is your fairy fire?
Oh, blue.
All right. He is now outlined in blue dancing flames. All right. Anything else on your turn?
Nope, that'll be. Actually, I'm going to walk up to Gerbeck, pat him on the head, give him a mode of potential.
All right.
Nice.
As bardic inspiration. Okay. So the big bulky guy here, seeing Jail fall off balance as he missed that last strike, is going to try and slam his dagger into your chest. And he rolls a nat 20. So he is going to do, first of all, a lot of d4s. And I want you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, yeah.
So that con save is good, but you take 14 points of piercing damage. So he rams the dagger into you.
Oh.
Um, yeah, that is all he's going to do, realizing that he can't really go invisible right now. So, Sareth, you're up.
Gonna take a step over to here, and I'm gonna blast at Big Chungus over here.
Okay.
13.
13 misses.
16.
Also misses,
God damn it.
as his prodigious size belies a very actually nimble creature. He's pretty light on his feet.
Oh shit, that's right. He's lit up like a Christmas tree.
Oh yeah.
Alright. I guess that'll
So
be the first shot.
yeah. Roll those again.
19?
19 does hit
Nice.
7.
for
Nice.
7 force damage. Better than nothing.
True. And that's my turn.
Okay, Lulu continues to hide. Gerbeck.
I can switch wands as a, like, my free action, right?
You can drop what you're carrying and draw a wand.
Could I move it to my offhand so it doesn't have to touch the greasy floor?
I guess so. You just draw the wand in your offhand.
Well, I guess
Save a lot of trouble.
I said, yeah, it doesn't matter which hand I'm casting with. Alright, so Gerbeck reaches into his pocket and pulls out a little screwdriver. And, we're going with 3 Scorching Ray.
Nice.
All right.
Let me double check that I changed my...
Yeah, so each of these would be rolled with advantage because of the Pog fairy.
Double crit Pog!
Holy! All right,
Hold it,
all
man.
3 of those hit.
I guess we're using brutal criticals, right?
Yeah. I mean, guess you didn't have that entered into that one. So it would be the 12 plus 4 then for that first one. It's the max of 2d6. And so 16 plus 17 is somebody that's quicker with math.
33.
All right, 33 damage. However, he is a devil.
That's fine.
So you see as the fiery blasts just kind of like smack into his devilish flesh, and it doesn't really do as much as it would have against any other kind of humanoid creature.
And if I'm standing here, Would my Force Ballista push him to the right instead of back?
It's not going to push him into the hole from where you are.
Yeah, I want to push him not out of the fairy fire.
Can it push large creatures?
I don't know. Does it push large creatures, Brighton?
It just says if the target is a creature, it is pushed up to 5 feet away.
All right.
Well, if it hits. I didn't want to roll if I was going to push him out of fairy fire and fuck everybody's advantage.
I think once the fairy fires affected him, he doesn't have to necessarily be in the area.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
For
just
6
pass
damage.
next.
Yeah, from that angle, I guess you go there. Yeah, for another 6 damage. This one not resisted.
Yay.
As your ballista bolt scrapes against his thick hide and manages to lacerate his flesh as he starts to bleed.
Oh shit.
He can bleed.
He bleeds. We can kill. All right.
All right.
Nope.
Oh, thank
Yep.
God I hit one.
Second one hits.
I'm gonna smite that too.
All right. Damn. For 37 damage. All right. You charge up, kind of hollering a battle cry for El Terrell as you swing down a very predictable slash that he easily parries. But then the quickness of your scythe strikes catches him by surprise, and you follow it up with a radiant slash that cuts deep into his flesh, kind of sizzling where the blade parts his fiendish hide. Jail. What would you like to do?
You foolish devils.
21 hits.
I'll smite it.
All right.
Oh!
For 21 damage. All right. How would you like to do this?
Gonna stab it in the same hole my brother just finished making and just slice it all the way across.
All right. So, Sareth cut a deep rivet into his flesh, and seeing that, you stab into it as well. He kind of like slumps over onto your blade, and then you just, with all your might, rip the blade up through the wound out his neck and shoulder, and his top half of his body kind of like comes apart in 2 halves, and he slumps down onto the ground, pouring a bunch of demonic blood or devilish blood.
Nothing personal. Let's sheath my sword.
Nice.
You kind of flick all of the blood off of it with a flick of your wrist, and then sheath your sword. Turn around, put on sunglasses, and walk away.
And a fedora.
Nothing personal, kid.
I'm gonna walk up to Sarah and I'm gonna give him a. I'm gonna cast a Cure Wounds at 3rd level on him.
Nice.
All right, brother, help me tag team this chick and let's investigate her.
You know what happens when we investigate things
Exactly. That's why we need to do it together.
apes together. Who's doing the check?
Sereth doesn't really acknowledge
Oh,
Gilvius.
if you're
and just starts
looking, I can help.
Shuffling his way over to the lady. Kind of mumbling to himself.
All right. So who's doing what here?
I'm investigating. Me and Jail are tag teaming this chick, and we're investigating her.
All right. Which one of you wants to roll investigation with advantage?
I will.
Ah, yes.
Oh.
All right. I mean, you see that she has her infernal-looking plate mail, as well as a long sword, and the rope that she used to entangle you at the start of the fight.
I'm gonna pick up the rope and be like, "Is this you magic users? Is this magical?"
Uh,
Sarah.
Sarah.
Sereth doesn't respond. He just looks down at the body and Eldritch blasts it twice.
Good. Let the hate flow through you.
All right, Gerbeck, you got a ritual cast identify on this.
I cast Identify.
All right.
Well, I touch it, and if it feels magical, then I cast Identify.
All right. Roll an Arcana check. You've never really just guessed a magic item by feel before, but your fingers give you a little faint tingle as you touch this.
All right.
You don't know what that means, but you don't get that touching a normal rope.
I'll cast Identify. And actually, I learned yesterday that anybody can identify on long rests.
Here's a short rest.
Short rests.
Wow.
And that everybody just always innately knows if things are magical by touch.
I will cast Detect Poison.
Her sword is coated in poison.
What kind?
The kind that does 3d8 damage.
That's pretty good.
I'm gonna
Um,
pick up this black dagger.
oh yeah, I forgot. When that guy dies, he explodes.
Yeah.
Literally.
It's were beside him.
Yeah, you guys were.
So my finishing blow won't look as cool, you're saying?
It'll look even
It looks
cooler.
cool, but as you turn away and put the sunglasses and fedora on, he blows up right behind you.
Oh, so we did a cool guy thing.
Yeah, but I needed everybody within 30 feet to make a dexterity saving throw.
+4.
All right.
Good.
So Jail, you as well.
Wait. I have
Wait.
I have +4 and Shield Master, which gives me another something.
I think it gives you your shield's AC bonus against it.
Your shield was on your back, so that makes sense.
Oh, I guess I wasn't holding it.
And Gerbeck rolls a 4.
Oof.
All right, so Jail and well, I guess I'll just roll the damage, and it's halved for Surzex.
I don't think I was.
All right,
that
16 to Gerbeck and Jail, and 8 to Surzex, as he literally just like blows up and all that's left of where he was standing is a smoking crater. All of his gear is destroyed.
No.
I wipe the guts off of my foldy glasses.
That
Yeah,
was pretty cool.
he blew up like a water balloon full of beef stew.
Ugh.
It's kind of covering you guys now, in addition to all the road grime that you've accumulated in your days here in hell.
Mm.
So you guys kind of just like try to hand wring that off of your faces and or back in Jail's case.
I'll do an absolutely terrible job, boys, with precipitation.
He's
All
trying
right.
to purposely do it badly.
Oh yeah, it's not going to be good. It's all going to be smeared all over your face.
He's leaving chunks on you in places in your armor.
Gerbeck's
to
gonna
get.
like twist his screwdriver in the air like he's screwing something and just become clean as I give myself the prestidigitation cantrip for 8 hours.
Nice.
All right.
This chick's had a sword, correct?
Mm-hmm. A
Anyone
long
check-
sword.
Anyone check it out?
Well, I mean, you detected the poison on it.
Nope,
It's,
no one took the sword. I just took the rope.
Yeah,
Which
the sword itself is mundane steel, and the poison coating it looks like it would wear off after a short time.
And she wasn't carrying any more of that poison on her?
No, it does not appear so.
Okay.
Alright, girth back. What am I holding?
I focus on it for a minute and just cast Identify with the spell slot.
This is a rope of entanglement.
This looks like a rope of entanglement.
Interesting.
It's a magical rope of entanglement.
What the f-
He's a crater now.
Oh my god.
Where'd Sereth go?
I climbed
He's
back into the
stuck.
demon grinder.
Oh,
It wordlessly just stalked off, went back to bed.
yep. After the Identify, Gerbeck's going back to bed too.
All right. And
Although
so
I
is
am, this time I'm wrapping the demon grinder in a long, really ratty looking like piece of thread, and casting alarm on it.
All right. Good call. And as Gerbeck and the rest of you go to bed, so does this DM, because we are going to call it a night right there.
Brr, 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 brr.
All right. So I guess we can vote for inspiration for this session. Deals
giving
were
mine.
struck and ambushes were laid. And what were you going to say, Kilvius?
I'm giving mine to Jail for rolling the twin eights again.
Hell yeah, brother.
Mine was
Give
also
mine
going
a-
to jail.
Yep.
I rolled between the Paladin brothers for all the 6 smites and just happened to roll the jail.
Mine was going to Kilvius for his colossal brain of creation.
I actually completely forgot about that.
Mine's going to jail for the Divine Allegiance.
Oh.
That's pretty
That's going
clutch.
to
There's actually a lot of
Gerbeck.
good moves.
I'll give mine to Gerbeck for somehow allowing him and Kilvius to survive our first count.
I was completely
Gerbeck
prepared to
didn't give
die.
Sylvius time to lie. I actually did have something ready to go if Gerbeck turned out quiet, but it worked out.
Nice.
So it's a good thing Gerbeck just spilled his guts.